What's up, y'all? It's Visual for Battle Rap Boutique.
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy DME Detroit.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Jay Legend, Battle Rap Opinions. And you're now tuned in to the Union.
And they announced Sue Surf, but they didn't announce his opponent.
I like that though. I like that. I like.
Or just trying to scramble now. Maybe they don't know who it is, or I don't know.
It could be that.
That's what I think.
Listen, it can be that, but the other thing too is I'd rather the suspense of not knowing.
But do you think
I'd
they'll
rather.
do the whole event without telling us?
Yeah, I say honestly speaking, like I like when KOTD does the blackout.
The match this next month.
Yeah, no, but in general, I like the whole scheme of it, everything that they try to do with that. So I think that would be actually dope if the URL did that. Like, you already know Surf is going to sell already because it's his first battle back. So you don't have to promo that battle that much. Why not let his opponent be a surprise? I think that would be dope.
Well, you got a couple factors going in, whether is Noam going to be in New York? That's one. And I don't know. I kind of want to know who because is battling before anything, bro. Like,
Well, all right. So let me ask you something. What you saying that it might not be in New York, which I'm pretty sure is not gonna be. But if it's not even gonna be somewhere close to you that you can't even get there, does it matter who the opponent is, or you're gonna go just off that it's Surf's first battle back?
I'm not a huge Surf fan.
Oh, okay.
I've made that clear before. He's not in my top five. He's one of the greatest. He's one of the top. He's on the top 10, but he's not in my top 5.
Okay.
So whoever he's battling better be better than Goods and Tay-Rock. I'll tell you that much. It better be a more exciting battle to where it possibly be headlining, because I don't this Rock and Goods being the headliners kind of.
Yeah, I'm not. And what I've been hearing, not a lot of people are excited for that matchup, man. Nobody seems to be like, oh, this is a matchup we've been waiting for. I mean, it's random. And in light of everything, it just makes less sense. But whatever, maybe it'll surprise us, man. Sometimes that happens, but I don't know.
What if it's a New Jersey twerk? What would you say about that?
I'd rather see Twerk versus Tay-Rock, honestly. I'd rather see that. You mean if it's Twerk and Sue Surf?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be okay with hearing that, but honestly speaking, I would like to see them go a different route, and I fully don't have the answer for that right now. Like, who would I want to see it? I would love to see him in Math. That's something I would love to see. But other than that, off the top of my head, I can't really come up with anybody. I mean, the only other person that I would like to see Surf battle, I would like to see Red battle if they haven't already, but I don't think they have. I would like to see, and it would be dope because it's almost like 2 comeback battles. 2 comeback battlers. I would like to see Ill Will.
Ill Will don't want to battle no more, man.
Ill Will hasn't had that good a plate, so
that dude coming back to battle Surf, man.
They don't give Ill Will plates like that. Let's just be honest.
But I wouldn't mind seeing that, yeah. But didn't Surf and Red battle? I'm trying to think.
No, they never battled. But I don't think you would ever see that. Like,
yeah, they're 2 Jersey cats. I don't know if they would battle each other.
High stakes. Who do you battle there? Remember that the Hollow and Lux event. He bet
Hollow and Lux. No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Sure, but no, maybe not. Probably.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I could see the stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm very visual. If
Yeah.
I be forgetting battles, but if I see what you were wearing, and oh yeah, I remember everything. I can go off the stage and the visuals. But
Yeah. Oh, also, guys, man, I'm sorry. I know we doing this, and there's a lot of noise on my end. I'm out of state. I'm in my family's house, so it's a house packed with everybody. So there's a lot going on my side. I apologize. I thought since I came up here, no one would come up here.
You good, bro.
that's cool, bro.
So
It's
what?
like I was downstairs, everybody went down there. I came up here, everybody.
I know.
So Surf has announced. What names are you gonna be excited to hear?
I said I'll be excited to hear Ill Will. I'll be excited to hear Math. Other than that, I really can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I wouldn't mind seeing, and this is way left field. Is way left field, but I wouldn't mind even seeing Surf and Swave.
Surf and Swave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's left field for sure. But
T-Rex. He battled T-Rex. That's what it was. Over at T-Rex. There you go. That's what I was thinking. T-Rex, Sue Surf. I get them anyways. But what's I thought all the talk was about Surf and Mook. You know?
Listen, I don't even care I've said it, man. I don't care to ever see Mook battle again. If he does battle, would I watch it? Yes. Am I excited to no, I ain't. I don't care. Now, if he does battle Mook for Gnome 8, you have to announce that. Especially if you do it in a whole other state, because that's gonna sell out crazy just off the names.
I'm thinking that's what they want. They just haven't signed it in yet. So that's why they just announced Surf, and they're scrambling to get Mook whatever money.
hey, listen, they got events lined up like every month. They just announced a shit ton of events.
What is Born Legacy Supreme 2?
It's extra, bro.
Like, I don't understand this, guys. I'm confused. Where's the extra? But you made a good point. You're like, imagine the rapper who gets to battle on Born Legacy, the regular version, like the trash version. Like that's basically what they're calling it now.
Basically.
No, but what it is, I think by them calling it a Born Legacy Supreme, I think that's how they get the vets to co-sign being on it. You know what I'm saying? Because Born Legacy was really supposed to be for the up and coming guys, for that to be almost like their big stage. You know what I'm saying? And
just have a different name. Why name?
When they first announced Supreme for the first time, I said, "Oh, they just added Supreme to the name. Is that much better?" You know, like, oh, whoopty whoop. Like, what kind of gimmick is this? And then I found out it was two separate like events. I'm like, what kind of BS is this? Like, it's like being like, oh, I'm gonna be on the Massacre card. I'm like, oh, bro, congratulations, you're on the card with all these people. You're like, no, I'm actually on the day 2 card. It's like, oh.
Hey, guys, can we talk about this real quick? The Dots Massacre, I'm gonna be at, you know, be there, guys. You guys coming?
so what?
But they've only announced
5-1.
Yeah.
2 names, right?
And it's been like a minute now since the first announcement, and I feel like I don't know, maybe the announcements are gonna start coming. But so far we got Moneybags and Ines.
I'm excited for Ines.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know what the delay is because when I first heard the ICE announcement, and then especially when I heard the Moneybags announcement, I thought they were gonna start dropping because usually they be dropping them blackout announcements every other day or every day.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. There's gonna be they gotta drop about 20 announcements because there's gonna be about let's say 8 battles, 16 announcements, let's say, or more.
8 battles. That's a lot of battles.
Well, what they do is like there was, I forget, the last blackout had about 18 announcements, but because you had Marv and Quest were both they had the 2-on-2.
Oh, yeah.
So there was 4 right there, you know. So yeah, I don't know how many battles exactly, but and then there was a surprise battle, the Disaster and Serious Jones, but hopefully they get some more announcements going and some good names here because I'm starting to get a little worried, man. Like Moneybags and Ines so far. I thought they'd go a little heavy with the big names first, but maybe they're gonna save them for last.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey guys, let me call right back in because I gotta go down and get my charger. This one I just got don't work, and I gotta go through my actual bags. Like I said, I'm out of state, so I'm gonna call you guys right back in about 5 minutes because I don't want to be trying to go through my bag while everybody's talking. We're gonna be making noise.
All right.
You got it.
I'm gonna call right back.
All right.
So did we get into the NEMS? The NEMS in
No, we could do that. Yeah, NEMS, old school. It's gonna be interesting, man. I feel like, it depends. Like, what do we know from NEMS in the past 10 years? Nothing really. Went back and watched some of his old battles with. I wouldn't watch them. I can't remember them again. Who did he battle? That's on film.
I mean, I'd have to go back.
He has one of his battles on his channel. I just went back and watched them too. I don't remember, but I don't know. It could be cool. It's not a title match, which is weird though. I understand why it's not. So it's like, has King of the Dot ever done this where they had their champ do a non-title match while he was champ?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Did.
No, he didn't. I feel like this is the first time that this has happened. Because the rule is you can only defend it in Toronto. So if they want to get him on the mask card, how do they do it? They put him up against a returning battler from the mid 2000s. But
I think NEMS would have been a dope announcement, just not for
Ice.
I don't know.
Where's NEMS been?
Well, he's been making music.
That's it, right? Okay. So making music.
I don't know.
He's cool.
I guess for an exhibition match, I guess it's all right,
Yeah, for an exhibition, but
there's been long anticipation and wait to see who's the next opponent is and the challenger to get that chain. So I don't know. It's kind of like a damn, like we didn't get, we didn't get it. We're still gonna have to wait another season before the next event. And I think it's gonna be World Domination, which I think KOTD said it's gonna be in summer.
Well, World Domination?
World which is usually like in the winter. They do the
Yeah, well, you know what? So I think what's happening is that's why they made mass blackout. Because what they usually do is have blackout would have been in April. And then
February, they do blackouts.
Last year was in April. Last year was April. Blackout.
The last two before that were February's.
Yeah, possibly. But I feel like maybe they pushed up World Dom into the summer, and so instead of doing blackout in Toronto, they did it in Massachusetts at Mass, and then they're probably just not going to do a blackout in Toronto. So that does take away one of the title chances to defend the title because of that Toronto rule.
But when was the last blackout?
I was at it. It was last April.
April.
Yeah. I think I still have the yeah, I got nothing right here. Yep.
Bro, what you got those fake True Religions on?
These are real rock revivals. Cortez Head Ice. October. No, this isn't it. They passed this out later. But anyways, yeah, it was in April. I remember it was like April 15th or something last year. Or no. You know what? I think it was in June. It was in June last year. It was like beginning of the summertime. So it's around there. But regardless, that was where Head Ice battled Roan for the chain, and got robbed. But okay.
So I mean, the mass is pretty much on time. The blackout announcement is, the conversion is kind of like off on time wise, and World Dom is usually in the winter, which they're doing in the summer. So they're kind of like freaking, messing with their schedules a little bit.
Yeah, it's been it's interesting. Well, I mean, hopefully they get it together. But what are we in? I mean, the event is a little over a month away, so they got to start making these announcements soon.
Yeah, me and Jay got our tickets. So.
Yeah, we got mine too.
And I think like Big Al got his, and
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be cool.
So I think they're gonna come here and pick me up on the way.
Okay. How far do you live from there?
I'm only like 2 hours from Boston.
Oh, okay. So you guys got a 2-hour drive. Yeah, we're driving.
But they got to drive kind of. Well, they would have to kind of almost drive through here if they took another like the southern route, because I live right on the coast. But yeah, I mean, at least I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to, as far as driving is concerned. And I am gonna try to bring my equipment, my camera and stuff, to see if we can get some stuff popping off over there, before and after the event. And I think we got the hotels. I don't know if you spoke to Jay about it, but he's trying to figure out hotel locations.
Well, I'm looking for a dog-friendly one because Nene's coming. So we're gonna be looking for a dog-friendly hotel. But yeah, because we're gonna drive up there, me and Ponce. So it'll be cool. Definitely, I'm excited. It's the second King of the Dot event I've been to, and they're both blackouts. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun over there at especially you and the lady. You can venture out in Boston and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What you coming the day before or the day after?
At least the day before.
I mean,
what is the event on a Saturday? I think, or something. We'll probably be there by Friday if it's Saturday. So.
Because you can, got some time out to sightsee a little bit.
Oh yeah, we'll check it out. We've never been to Boston before, so it should be cool.
And money bags. I guess we got money bags.
It's interesting. And then Ines. Did you see the Ines DNA rematch?
I did.
DNA, but I thought
Yeah, I love Ines. But definitely got. I think DNA was a 3-0.
Yeah, but I did appreciate, Ines was doing the Philly Flow thing, and I really liked the crowd there, wherever it was taking place at. I thought they were pretty cool, man. And the funny part was they started booing DNA, and then he kind of played off the first battle like he was, how Ines was active. They came to boo me, but then they got it back together, and I thought it was cool.
Supposedly the crowd was rowdy. I think it was another battle where was it the T-Rex battle where they say that they threw like a bottle on stage and they were being really, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think they were being pretty disrespectful.
Really? Oh, yeah. I just was going from the visuals of the battle. I thought, the crowd was really hyped up in that battle, and I kind of liked the way it was. I think I liked the way it was shot. I don't know. I watched it once. It was decent. But that should be good. But I've just been waiting, man, for some announcements. I thought, maybe I'm just, not patient, but I thought there'd be more by now.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of announcements coming up.
But honestly, I'm hoping to see him on that mask card.
Oh yeah. He's better be on that mask card. Oh, that's what we're talking about. So they've only announced Moneybags and Ines so far, and then Naps and I had Ice. So you guys so we're all gonna be there. Don't you? It's a little over a month away. I feel like the announcements gotta start coming because it's gonna be about 16 to 18 announcements. So I don't know what's taking so long, but
that's a lot of announcements in a short time. So they're just gonna have to start fucking just dropping them left and right.
One every other day or something.
Yeah, I personally, I think it's going to be my first KOTD event. It's going to be my first time getting together with you guys to at an event. So I'm excited about this. It's going to be a road trip for me. I'm even more excited about that. The whole experience, the way it's looking to shape out right now, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I have to be honest. From my standpoint, I'm so excited about the whole situation in general. At this point, I kind of don't even care who's on the card. Like I want to go already. Like
I'm hyped up too, bro. It's gonna be
I just I want to go already. Money bags is somebody I
Birthday
always.
weekend too, so you litty on top of that.
Oh yeah, it's the weekend before my birthday. Yeah. So
that's the
uh,
weekend before.
yeah, so I'm excited about the whole thing, man. Seeing that Ines is on there, seeing that Moneybags is on there, I was happy about that. Head Ice is battling, even though I don't like uh the whole situation, it not being a title match, and not saying that Nems deserves it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think it's kind of weird to have him right now battle an exhibition when there's people who've been waiting the opportunity at the shot of the chain. But whatever.
It's a Toronto. There's that Toronto rule. It has to be defended in Canada. So
Well, I
That's
mean,
whack.
it's a silly rule, but I mean,
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Either way, I'm from Harlem, so this will be my first opportunity to see Head Ice battle live. So I'm excited about that. Um, I I'll tell everybody the absolute truth. I don't know who Nems is. When they announced the name Nems, I thought it was Nems from Dot Mob. Uh, I've never seen this guy battle, and yes, I have been a battle rap fan since fucking. I can't even. It's been so long. Like, so when I hear people say, "Oh, you ain't a real fan if you don't know who Nems is," well, I guess I ain't a real fucking fan. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the first I'm hearing of him. But to know that both these guys are from New York, where I'm from, I'm gonna be excited to be there and see this. And again, Money Bags, Enes live, that's gonna be fire. Um, what I'm hoping doesn't happen though, honestly speaking, is there's this new things that seems to be happening in the last few months between bloggers, and there are some bloggers who hear about a matchup and end up leaking the information. So I'm hoping that stupid shit don't happen because I'm gonna be upset if it does. I don't think there's anything cool about that. If somebody trusts you enough to tell you about a battle that they signed up for, so on and so forth, you should be a man of your word and hold that down. Don't say shit, and definitely don't ruin it for the rest of us. Because I truly am excited about that whole blackout feel. You know what I'm saying? And that whole you don't know who's gonna battle who, you just know who's on the card. Like I'm looking forward to that. I always want to go to a blackout because of that.
That's my favorite event from KOTD is the blackout because of that reason. I love hearing that, seeing that Rolodex and seeing the matchup right then and there. Like, oh, like this is gonna be.
yeah. When we went to the one last year, I was asking before the event. I was asking Quest. I'm like, all right, who you battling, man? You're not gonna tell me, man. I can't tell you. I'm not telling you. I was like, all right, you're gonna tell me. He's like, no, man. I made a word. I can't. I'm not leaking it. All right, I know you won't say nothing, but I'm not telling you. He's like, you're gonna like, and it ended up they faked us out where they made it seem like Marv was battling Quest, but then it was a 2-on-2 versus Cheddar Cheese and Carter Deans, which was, I think Cheddar Cheese and Carter won that battle. Sorry, guys, y'all lost. Y'all lost that battle.
You're right.
But it'll be fire, man. I just hope the names, start getting announced, and we got some big names. They usually have a surprise battle. Last year was Serious and Disaster, so I'm sure we'll get one this year.
Honestly, I'm hoping if I had my choice, I would love to see Ilmac and Pat Stay on this card. I was there on the stage next to Ilmac when he battled JC. One of my favorite battles ever, and I'm so upset when I see how many views it got because people got to be out their damn minds, not be watching that battle. And Pat Stay, I've never seen battle before live, and I just, you know why? Because I just kind of wanted my first, and this is me being selfish. I want my first KOTD event to include a good amount of KOTD legends, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a good amount.
Yeah, I don't know.
NAS is usually a good event, so
I don't know what's going on with Omac. He did say like he's not interested really in taking a lot of battles, if not any battle this year. unless it's like a special occasion or some shit like that. So I don't know if he has his eye or interest in battling. So you got 2 events. You got the I know RBE's already got him, in his roster. So you can never know when Ilmak's gonna pop up on their events. And the same thing with KOTD. So I honestly want to see Ilmak on volume 3 or some shit like that. I want to see him.
That would be fire. That would be fire.
And I even tweeted that out to O-Red. I said, I tweeted Ilmak. I said, Ilmak, please battle O-Red and put an end to this madness. Like, because I think that shit would be a fire battle, like
it would be.
pen-wise. They both got, and Ilmak was arguably undefeated last year. I got him winning versus Solomon, JC. Very close battles, but
yeah.
I thought it would be a fire match. Somebody's got to put an end to this shit.
All right, man. Red's doing his thing, man. But I don't know who they got planned for him next, but I don't know. Yeah, that is true. Ilmak has been on a little bit of good run here lately, man. I would love. Yeah, I feel like he should have been on it before. Like Mike P's been on back-to-back smacks. I don't understand that. Shout out to Mike P, but I think he's the only one that got on both cards. And I feel like Smack volume.
NJT too. NJT was on both.
Yeah, he did too. Yeah. Oh, Rum Nitty, I guess. So there's a few of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Red. So yeah, okay. But still, and I feel like he lost to Suge. I don't know, but I got to see that on camera.
No, you don't.
He lost to Suge? All right. I don't know. Some people had Mike P winning, but I don't know. That would be fine. I would like to see a lot. Like I think though, when some of these the Ilmak types do come over if they do come over to the URL, I think those smack settings would be better for them because let's be honest, man. Like the New York crowds, they don't really like. I don't see it working sometimes. Like I don't see Ilmak on a Gnome stage and getting that reception. I feel like they just would boom. I feel like they boom.
Yeah.
For no reason.
But Ilmak, again, it's a slightly different crowd, but Ilmak was received very well in the RBE.
Well, yeah, but that's RBE, yeah. But
Yeah.
I think it's just I've never been to a URL event, just judging it from the pay-per-views or the battles. It just seems like.
See, that's what I was talking about, bro. It's like with the dynamics changing because we're so used to the URL, like these big events happening in New York. New York is just a certain crowd that gives a certain feel and gives the event that certain feel, so taking it out of its place like a Gnome is just a weird thing to me, it just doesn't, it almost feels like it wouldn't be the same.
I don't think the Smack in Orlando had the same feel, even though it's in a private event. It just seems. How did y'all feel about the aesthetics? Because the volume 1 had, they had the graffiti, they put some thought into it. This one, it was just a blank room.
Yeah.
I
was surprised about that.
I was very surprised. Maybe they should have went the Florida route. Maybe had some pine trees. I don't know, but it felt very generic, man. Like, all right, this is volume 2, where it's like, when like they come out, companies come out and spend all that money, and then when the next one comes out, they're cheap about it. It just seemed like
it just seemed like a blank canvas. Like there was nothing.
Blank canvas.
Like they just bought the place and it's unfurnished, and they just went in there and just with white
empty.
walls.
No, like nothing was there.
Yeah.
All right? We're in a hall.
Yeah, the volume 1 had personality. It had some character.
Yeah, they actually had the battlers. They're able to spray paint on the walls and add to it.
Maybe that has a slight thing to do with the feeling where we might think volume 1 was a little better than, just because of the whole feel. I mean, there's so many things that add to the overall feel of the event,
Yeah, but but if you really think about it, volume 1 really just had Iron Nitty, Twerk, and JC. Now, what were your other crazy battles on there? Everyone's volume 1 was that much better, and I agree, but Was it though? Like, all right, those,
So how you agree if you ain't sure?
because I really loved Volume 1 for them. I think because of the Nitty Iron battle specifically, but what other battles were so great on there?
Is it nostalgia?
Magic Av was bad. JC Trez was bad because they were both choking. O-Red and Briz was bad because O-Red was complaining about time limits and Briz kept getting cut off. That was trash. So back-to-back, by the way, back-to-back Smack Volume main events had time limit issues. How about that? Briz and O-Red Briz got cut off every single round in that main event. And that was the main event. That was the last battle. So
Hold on. When I was watching the Ruin Your Day live I think it was last night, Avocado did say that there was a big clock behind the cameras that everybody could see. So apparently, I don't know if it was just for the main event, but he was talking about the main event with the Hollow Arsenal. But he says there was a big clock there the whole time that both battlers and everybody could see. So, and we were talking about that on Twitter, how, there's simple solutions to this shit. Just put a fucking clock there so that the battlers are aware of the time. And maybe that's why Big K, you could see Big K looking over, like just pointing at something, like when T-Top was rapping. Maybe he was aware that T-Top was going over and he just didn't want to make a big fuss about it. But I think the clock was there the whole fucking time.
Yeah, but it just, I don't know. But I don't know. I think, I just don't know what other battles I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing. Well, there was Mike P. Shotgun Suge. And that was about it. So okay. Like, I think we're hyped up Smack Volume 1 a little more than it was. Another problem is they've only dropped 2 of the battles. It happened 8 months ago or 6 or 7 months ago.
But look, I don't have a problem with that, DME. We spoke about it last. I don't have a problem with that because.
What are you gonna release them? What are you doing with them? They do nothing with them. They're not monetizing. They do nothing with it.
I agree.
When do you want to release it? 2020? When is it coming out?
No, but okay. Now you had like the Smack Madness kind of thing.
I was disappointed in it, by the way. We can talk about that.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is from this standpoint. I can get that, but this is what I mean. There's certain events that happen. No, don't put the fucking footage out that fast because at the end of the day, if we purchase, like now, I just paid $50 for that Smack thing. They brought it up $5. I bought it. Now, if I pay $50 for it, and you got people already bitching and complaining about it who don't pay for it at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, you can fucking wait a little bit. That's what we pay for. We pay for the pay-per-view to an exclusive event.
That's not a little
There was
bit,
no
though.
tickets being sold. No tickets were sold for this event. You know what I'm saying?
7 months later. I'm not sure. All right.
You know me, but
I'm not talking about releasing it the next month. I'm talking about give it 2 months, 3 months, 7 months in this type of entertainment world we're in, where it's.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because this is what I'm trying to say. This is not like a Gnome, Summer Madness, Born Legacy. No, this was a pay-per-view only event. So for anybody else, if y'all didn't pay for the fucking pay-per-view, guess what? Now you gotta wait till it come out. The rest of us, if you purchased it, you got what, a month to watch it as many times as you want?
I completely agree with that, but it's a little excessive when you're going like waiting this long.
For the other ones, I think, like, I don't think we should have waited that long for the traffic. I don't think you should have waited that long for those other events. But for the Smack volumes, I do think you should make people wait because, listen, you had the opportunity to buy the pay-per-view. You didn't have to watch the day of. You could have purchased it at any other time.
I don't even.
That's
think
the point of having the VIP event.
I don't even think you can still buy the volume ones, and they're still on hold.
I bought the pay-per-view Volume 1, and I can't watch those battles right now. I cannot watch them. I have no access to them, and they're not released yet. So what are we doing?
No, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. But I feel like if you purchased it, if you bought it, the Smack volumes, if you purchased that, you should have access to it. That's how I feel. But I don't want them putting that out that fast. Like, no, if that's the case, then I'm gonna do like everybody else. I ain't buying that shit. You're gonna be putting it out in 2 months anyway. I'm gonna wait the 2 months. Like, no, man, we bought the shit to have this exclusive content. You know what I'm saying? we should have the access to it for the time being. No, hell no.
One of my
Okay, I agree with you in a sense, but I feel like they should have all been released before the next Smack volume.
That's fit. That's
yeah.
And Smack already said we're gonna get all these battles in March, but after that, y'all ain't getting nothing. All right, that's great. But y'all didn't release half the. There's still tons of battles y'all didn't release in March. There's so many more battles that still need to be released that happened. Forget Smack volumes that happened months ago from Survivor Series, and have every traffic battle dropped. I think maybe all of them have, but and then they got all these events. I honestly don't know what they're waiting for, and I would have no problem with this if they had that subscription service, because I can be part of that and watch Smack Volume 1 right now, but the way they do it is when the next event happens, like right when Survivor Series happened, J Legend, they took the Smack Volume 1 down and you couldn't watch it no more. So right when Survivor Series happened, that was it. You're done. You can't watch Smack no more. All right, well then that's great, but now I have no options if I wanted to watch it. I have to wait till whenever you put it out.
At this point, you got to screen capture the battles just so you have them when you don't have them anymore.
That's so easy to do. That's another thing that waiting so long, kind of just puts it more into the bootleggers' hands. I feel, it brings that up more because I can go watch those Smack Volume 1s on YouTube. There's links. And they get 80,000 views, bad quality, but they're there. And that's not how I like to watch them.
Yeah, and you motherfuckers bootlegging these events, man.
Listen, you're not. Here's the thing. I'm 100% against bootleggers. It's wrong. It's this and that. But guys, y'all, they don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's how, right? When you're broke, or there's two kind of bootleggers, right? You're either broke and honestly can't afford it, but still a fan, you want to watch it, whatever. You're gonna watch it. Then you got the guys they don't pay for nothing. It's cheap. All right, so they don't care, man. Like they don't care like what people think, and you're not gonna stop it. All you can do is make it easier for the people who want to pay for your product access to it, and not like you said, and if it was still available. That'd be great, but it isn't, and I feel like they should have released them all because what are they really holding on to? They're holding on to B Magic and Av, which is a bad battle, and then they're holding on to Mike P and Suge. I don't know.
I can see why they were holding on to that. I mean, Suge didn't have anything lined up where Mike P lost that battle, and maybe it was a bad look before volume 2. As far as the B Magic, I mean, they released the chess battle, and that was worse than the Magic battle.
Terrible, man. Did you watch Chess and Chef Therese, man?
I did, and they did Chess's service by reducing the choke time on that second round.
Edited it, yeah.
Yeah, because that second round was a lot longer. That first, the startup on that was like how long before he even spit a verse? It was still kind of like a little long on the edited version, but
I don't even know why they allowed that though. Like when he's choking like that, time. Like what are we doing here? They can't let him stand there for 5 minutes trying to get his round back. That's
especially when this whole no choking policy was all in effect and was being talked about. Like, and
why is Chess the only one who doesn't have time limits? He never has time limits ever. I want Chess to battle Big K, and I want to see how that ends up. All right, I want Big K and Chess to battle.
The dog ain't having that, bro.
Can you imagine Chess choking going over 2 minutes? Big K loses his mind.
he will.
But whatever, man. I don't know. It's crazy.